All right, welcome in, guys. This is Let's Talk episode 2. We did one on 7-5. We did one at 12 a.m. coming into 7-5. We're back again with another one here. And tonight I got to show you something from a local card shop that I picked up. Book broker here in Evansville, Indiana. Shout out to Tom and Brian. But I'm going to tag them here in a second. And also, I'm gonna share all this out. So we're going to pause real quick because no one's in here just yet. So if you're going to watch the replay and all that, this is just quick little brief. I'm just going to skip right into the actual show. So, but if anybody comes in right now, we're doing that. We got some new lights. I showed you guys that yesterday behind me. More of the, if we turn those off, we can actually see them really good back here. Cool, right? Turn these back on. Get that blue going on. All right, let me share this out. I'm coming right back. Reconnecting. Okay, I've shared it out. Okay, I've shared it out. And check out the live chat feed. Nothing just yet. Had one watching, and they stepped away. Okay, so first off, thanks for tuning in. Anybody who does come in, anybody watches replay. I like doing these lives more than I like maybe somebody making regular videos. I don't know, because I'm hoping to interact with you guys. We've got a couple topics tonight. One, kind of like what I went over this morning at 12 a.m., what I found at the yard sale, the Jordan cards. And then I found another card I've been looking for. And we're going to have to turn on the regular light for this too when I show you, so you guys can get a really good view of it. And we're going to talk about what would you call the complex, but not complex, but it's not exciting, but it's unique, but in a bad unique way because of the stuff that transpired all around it. But the card is unique because of the individuals in the card. So you would think just a basic 1999 NBA Hoops card that's not a rookie, that's not an auto, it's not an error card. So how can it be something that is valuable or worth anything? So we're going to look at that, and we're also going to look at I looked that part up. I even forgot about that. We're going to look up some stuff on the computer here. I want to give you guys some more information about, one, where I got the card, and two, some information on the subjects in the card, the individuals, and stuff like that. So we're going to go and we're going to find it real quick. Here it is. Okay. All right. So yeah, I don't think that's, no. But yeah. Okay. All right. So gave it a little bit of time. Let's talk first about what did I find. Okay, what I found first today from a local card shop where I live called the Book Broker. Let me turn you to the Book Broker. Okay, so there's the Book Broker right there. There's their information right there. They are in Evansville, Indiana. They currently have a 4.5 star on Google reviews, which is awesome. Okay, and if we went to their website, we can click on their website. Check out their website. All right, so it's got all kinds of stuff there. You guys can go in and check it out. Go to the Book Broker Evansville, and I picked up something today. I want to show you what I picked up. Shout out to Tom and Brian. Brian helped me with the card transaction. Tom, I believe, is the owner, and so it's something that you definitely should check out. They are on Facebook as well too. I tagged them in my post. I don't know if I can pull up my Facebook real quick. Let's see if it'll bring mine in. There it is right there. And here's mine right here. This is my Facebook. You guys can easily find me. And there is the Book Broker right here. And so if we click there they are right there. That's the Evansville one right there. And you can message them, like them, just like that. Simple as that. And go through closed. They were closed for the 4th of July on so on and so forth. But there you are right there. That's where I picked this item up. And now let's go back to what did I pick up at the local card shop there at Bookbroker. We're going to turn on this light to give us a little bit more light. Now, I'm going to show you some more stuff on the computer too about this card. This particular card is the NBA Hoops card, 1990 NBA Hoops, and it shows Mark Jackson, and in the back, you see the two gentlemen right there? Those are the Menendez brothers. Right there, NBA courtside, behind Mark Jackson making a pass for the Knicks. There they are, the Menendez brothers. Unfortunately, the Menendez brothers, in this card, they got to, view something they probably wanted to see. This card was $20 originally, but Brian really helped me out there. I think I paid like around $13 for it. And I'll go to the Pro Sports cards and pull that up here in a second, and we can look at some of the pricing on that and what some of the places that it's sold for and stuff like that. So the Menendez brothers, let's get a little bit of a story on the Menendez brothers. Okay, so the Menendez brothers were each sentenced to life in prison without parole in 1996, and here it is. Eric and Lyle Menendez were sentenced to 50 years to life in prison. That's an updated. And so we wanted to look that up. Why did I want to do that? And the reason why they did this is because there is, I buy cards, Preston. I buy a bunch of them. But the Menendez story is these two men here, these two guys here when they were younger, in 1996, killed their parents. Unfortunately. But apparently in this story, in this new true story of Netflix Monsters, why did the Menendez brothers, and I'm pretty sure it probably says murder or whatever their parent, I don't know the whole thing, but why did the Menendez brothers kill their parents biography, which sad to say, but they believe that they were being mistreated and other things, and this is the story and the truth coming out on their side. Now, if you fast forward to an update with this story, the Menendez brothers were originally sentenced to 30 years, now over 30 years later, their story, they were sentenced to life in prison without parole in 1996. Now they have an updated part of their story. The updated part of their story says they've been resentenced to 50 years to life in prison, which makes them eligible for parole. And then it says legal experts say they are likely to be released on parole within a matter of months, but sometimes it could take years. The final decision on the resentencing is up to the Superior Court judge. Family members have called for their release and resentencing. And I think this might be an updated picture here of the brothers right there. So there's your story that I wanted to get to of the brothers and why this card that I picked up from Bookbroker, Evansville, Indiana, is valuable. This is just a random base card of Mark Jackson making a pass, but the reason why it's valuable is because back then, in 1990, 6 years before they were sentenced, there were the twin brothers right there sitting courtside during that pass that Mark Jackson was throwing. So this card, I've been searching this card for a while, and to finally pick it up, I only paid $13 for it, and let's look at the value of that. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to look at the value of that card. So let's go into the Pro Sports cards, and we'll flip it around here and I'll show you. So Pro Sports card says an ungraded version, and mine's ungraded right now, $7.79. But based on what I can see of my card, I don't really see any freighted edges and stuff. I at least think it's at least a grade 7 or higher. I really do. It's a 6 or a 7, and that puts me in a line of $20 or more for that card. And they've had one sale per day around this price here. 6 sales per day here. And if you had grade 8 or 2, you can see on average they're doing 2 sales, 1 sale per day, 1 sale per month. There was 2 sales per week that a PSA 10 sold for $582.50. Now, I don't know if I have a 10. You'd have to have it sent off and graded. But I would say that I at least have a 7. So I feel like I have a good And you can see this popularity here. You can see where it shot way up. It's come down. It's going back up because now they're getting that resentencing and all that. So they're in the news. So that card is in the news. It's one of those rare cards, and to have it is a very sweet thing. I'm excited to own it. I'm not excited to own it because of what they did was wrong, and even the things that happened to him, apparently it definitely could be wrong too, as long as it's proven that way. It's just a card that has what's it called? Nostalgia. I might mispronounce that, but it's a card, for right or wrong reasons, no matter rhyme or reasons that you want to look at it, it has a value to it because of who was in the stands and who was there. Not because Mark Jackson made a great play. And Mark Jackson had a okay NBA career. He wasn't outstanding. And I think he went on to do some commentating too, I believe with the Pacers, I think, one time. He might have been on NBA something or something. But Mark Jackson did do a little bit of that too, I believe. I think he may have coached too. I could be getting that confused. But I believe that could be some of the history with him. And so it's not like Mark Jackson is Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan or, he's not even Isaiah Thomas level. He's not even, he's nowhere near none of these guys' individual names. But that particular card, that might be his most valuable card. I would assume that this card is worth more than his rookie card. I don't know. I could probably look that up real quick and type in Mark Jackson rookie card. I guarantee it's not worth that much money. If we type in Pro Sports Card Mark Jackson rookie card. Hello. I saw you yard sale video this morning. Yes, I'm back at it too. I picked up another card, not from a yard sale, but from a book broker here in Evansville. And it's the card of Mark Jackson with him making a pass, and that's where the Menendez brothers are sitting behind him. Is that his? That's not his. There it is. There's like a Mark Jackson. I guess that would be his rookie card, the other one. So yeah, in 1988, I have to figure that out. But I was thinking, here's the card here. Let me show you real quick. So here's the card I picked up. And I'll let it focus in again. Do you see the two guys sitting right here in the front row? Those are the Menendez brothers. They, unfortunately, their tragic story that we knew of first is that they killed their parents back in maybe sometime before 1996, but was sentenced in 1996 to life in prison without parole. But new evidence and stuff has emerged. People are speaking out for them, wanting them to be released, saying that they had injustices done to them, that their family mistreated them and stuff like that, and that their parents did, and this is why they acted in the way they acted. And so now they've got resentenced to 50 years to life, which makes them eligible for parole now, and so they may be getting out. So it's not a card to be celebrated because you're not celebrating what happened and what they did. You're just holding on to a piece of iconic history and cards and stuff where it just happened to whoever took that picture happened to catch that card. Just happened to catch that post. So, well, I guess that is his rookie card. The card listed at $205 is the price are based on historic sales data. You can find Mark Jackson rookie cards for sale. So I guess it is the value of Mark Jackson has increased significantly, making it potentially one of the most valuable cards from 1990, 1991 NBA hoops for the latest price. Yeah, I guess that is. So Lyle in the 1990 hoops, see the two men sitting courtside, the edge card. They sure look like the Menendez brothers. Yes, those are Menendez brothers following a pair of high-profile trials. Lyle and Eric Mendez were convicted for the August 1989 murder of their parents, Joe's and Kitty. However, it wasn't until... Let me read this part. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah, that is his rookie. I didn't even... You see, it doesn't say, like, rookie. And it just made me... Okay, well, I learned something. I should have known that. Wow. Let's see. However, it wasn't until the following March that the two were arrested. In that span between killings and their arrest, Mendez brothers went to a massive spending spree, buying cars, Rolex watches, taking trips, and apparently courtside tickets at Madison Square Garden. This makes this card even more crazier. Wow. Okay. Little did I just thought this was a wow. So they did what they did, and they may have been mistreated. There's new evidence coming out, but they did what they did. Okay, and you guys can keep reading. There they are. There they went on a massive spending spree, went courtside behind Mark Jackson. That's his rookie, and it is valuable because of that reason. Well, I'm not saying that Mark Jackson's not a good basketball player, but I'm just saying it's more valuable because of that reason. And that's where the 1990 Rolex Madison Square Garden, and that's where the 1990-1991 Evansville Mark Jackson card gets a little added notoriety. The timeline of the photo falls in that window from after the murder and before the arrest. Jackson's knee brace is something he wore during the 1989-1990 season. So now how do you place a pair of brothers from Beverly Hills and New York? Easy. Lyle had business dealing out east and spent sometimes at Princeton. So it's plausible in that sense as well. If you look at the photo of the two, there's a very close resemblance. So yeah, there it is. That's them. It has not been denied. It's been confirmed. That is them. And there they were there. And this article here is from Beckett.com, and it's a card trading company. But once again, I bought this card from Bookbroker, Evansville, Indiana. And that's right here. Let me show you that on the screen again one more time. Brian and Tom. Tom's the owner. Brian is the one who helped me with the cards there. But there's their address, phone number, stuff like that. If you want to get a hold of them, go visit them if you're in Evansville. And I looked them up on Facebook here. There is their Facebook page. All right. So there you go. There's the Menendez brothers. That's what I picked up. You have to see this. You saw the thumbnail. I didn't waste any time. I didn't make you wait to get into that story. But let's move on to our next topic. And if you guys have something you want to talk about or anything, comment down below. Hit the like button, share it out, and comment. All right. So now we learned that Jackson card is his rookie card. We learned that definitely was the Menendez brothers. And we learned that the Bookbroker is a great place to get it. Tom and Brian are great people. Tom, the owner, and Brian, the individual, works behind the counter with cards. And then don't forget Beckett here. Nice article. So we got to give them credit where credit is due. I'm going to remove some tabs so when we come back to this, we're not seeing a bunch of crazy tabs. And then we're going to get into, we're going to remove those, move that one. Okay. The next topic that I had posted in here with this is study shows. Okay, study shows. And this is a study from, looks like it's from the, let's see where I can find out. Scholarship Owl Survey. Okay, so the Scholarship Owl Survey of more than 12,000 high school and college students, 97% of Gen Z students are using AI to write their essays and do other paper and stuff. It says, why do your own homework when a robot can do it for you? Nearly every Gen Z student is now relying on AI to get through school, with 97% saying they've used tools like ChatGPT, according to a new Scholarship Owl survey of more than 12,000 high school and college students. And this comes from yahoo.com. And if you're wondering who is Gen Z, it's individuals born 1997 to 2012. That would be the area of the ages there. And so these individuals there are more of the individuals apparently using this. But I would say, I would venture to say a lot of us are using AI and other things to help us. I mean, look how long we used text to speak to text, and also be able to use the red squiggly lines underneath to fix our misspelling words and all that. But yeah, Gen Z, 1997 to 2012, those are the calendar years you're looking at if you refer to yourself as Gen Z or not, according to Google. But it says, once again, that the study from the Scholarship Owl survey, 12,000 high school college students were surveyed. 97% said they have used ChatGPT or AI tools. Let's see if we can read a little bit more on that. Why do your homework when a robot can do it for you? Yeah, there you go. More than 1 in 5 admitted they used it to write college or scholarship essays before even setting foot on campus. Wow. Now I say, look at this picture here. This is sad. This is just, they're just trying to make it look worse than what it really is. You got a person sleeping and their homework's being done for them or something. Come on. The people still have to work. About 31%, they said they used the AI to write class essays. About 31% said they used AI to write class essays, while 35% use it for homework answers. Wow. Yeah, well, who wouldn't? It's just the same thing. Look, hold on. Hold on, everyone. It's the same thing as if you had a good set of an encyclopedia back in the day. Yeah, you had to go find the word, but you went to the word and had the definition. Then you had the definition. You were able to answer some of your homework questions because it might have been a definition related, or try to figure out how you fit that word in. It's the same thing. And then when encyclopedias went out, we went to computers. You went to the computer, you typed it in while you were at home. If you didn't have a computer, eventually you went to a library and you used their computers or the school ones. And then eventually we got into cell phones. I mean, before AI was even a thing, we were still using Google, the search engine, to find out a bunch of answers for us. Now, I wasn't writing essays and stuff. I literally can ask Google to write something for me. Yes, I can. I can write it, ask me to write a Christmas card for somebody. I can ask it to write something. But the thing is, you still got to go back in and proofread. You're not for sure if it's giving you good scholarly, works-cited areas and stuff. It could be pulling stuff from Wikipedia, which is just people like us adding stuff in, and some of your professors and stuff are not going to accept that. So the students still have to go in and proofread what has been put in, and they need to check their works cited and make sure it's still all good. Do I have a major problem with this? No, because I feel like they're using tools that are available to make their work faster, easier, and better. I don't see it as a problem as long as they're going back and reading over their work and still learning from it. It doesn't matter how you got somewhere as long as you didn't do anything illegal. Now, if your teachers deem this illegal and don't want you to do this, and they put it in their beginning information of their class, and they say, hey, here's your class schedule, here's all your class information coming in, do not use ChatGPT, do not use AI. If they say that and then you still do, yeah, now you got a problem, because now you are breaking a rule that they put inside. So you got to really watch it. Let's see. Honestly, I've never met a student who doesn't use AI or has never used AI to cheat on an assignment, said Roy Lee, a former Columbian University student who said he used ChatGPT to write 80%, well, he needs to watch what he's saying, 80% of his college essays. Told the Post, AI is just part of a student workflow now. Well, I wouldn't even word it that way if I was Roy Lee, and you guys can go, I'm not going to read anymore, I don't want no strikes against me. Please go to Yahoo News and look at that right there, type in if you want to, and it came from New York Post, so it's on Yahoo News, New York Post. Go in there and write it. It's written by Samantha Orlander. I'm going to flash this around so you guys can see that and give her credit there. That's where credit is due. Right there, Yahoo News, New York Post. And then we can see here that it's Samantha Orlander, Saturday, July 5th, 2025, 11:25 a.m. And in 4-minute read, it says. There you go. Give it a read. Give it a read. I'll stop reading it right there. There's still more to go. Plenty of reading left, Samantha. Good article. I tell you what, guys. Article, it's good information to be out there. The question, how does the schools want to tackle this? Do they want to say, no, it's enough, you're not going to do it no more? Or do they want to stop it and say, okay, let's see how we can try to framework school around AI and ChatGPT, and how can we make it a tool where students can use it but not abuse it? That would be a good saying. How can we make AI a tool that the students can use it but not abuse it? There we go. That's what we need to be figuring out. Not to crash down on these young individuals and even also 30, I'm almost 40, 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds that are working and they make work reports. Literally, you can go in now and say, here is my financial numbers. You could like maybe take a snippet of it and take it into some type of AI robotic area, maybe through Google or Gronk or whatever. I don't care which one you use. And you could say, could you put this in such and so format for me? Could you put this in maybe, online? You could put it in Google Sheets or whatever it may be. And could you put this in there for me and break it up into financial? You just type in what you exactly need. And I think it would do a lot of it. May ask you if you have an account for certain things or whatever. But I think it would do a lot of. So even individuals such as my own age here and in the early 20s, mid 20s, 30, 40, 50, 67, we're using this stuff now to write reports for work. So don't blame it just on Gen Z. Everyone is using this. And the question becomes, if you didn't want people to use it this way, when you were designing it, you could have somehow blocked that part of it. Whoever designed all these different variations of the AI that we're seeing. It comes in handy, like if you have to write, I'm in real estate, allowing AI to try to find, you say, hey, I want these keywords, and I want this to be from an emotional standpoint, but I can't really get my head around writing about this today. Can you help me out? And it can come up with something. But, even then, the real estate agent needs to read over it, needs to make sure there's no illegal words being in there. You can't entice people a certain way. You can't steer people a certain way. So even if it does write, you still got to go back in and read all of it. So I still feel like they're doing it, and it's important. So invest in AI tools, AI companies right now. I think they're going to be the future. Obviously, they're already here. It's the future waiting to be the future. Like, I think there's more to AI than just what we're seeing right now. This is a big explosion. This is not going to just be, where we went from back in the day in the early, late 90s, where you had the little paper 3D stuff in the red and blue one you would wear and watch a home improvement episode with, if you guys don't know, I'm showing my age here, of the 3D stuff. And then later on we went to actual like better 3D goggles and you got the TV at your house. I mean, that was good improvement, but I mean, AI, I think it's going to go far beyond just writing essays. We're going to be looking at preparing a lot of legal documents going forward. Companies are going to start using them. And here's the thing. People are so afraid. Well, they're going to lose their jobs. People who make up those documents and do this and do that are going to lose their jobs. No, they're not. Because the AI tool is not 100% efficient. It never will be. It never will be. It might be 97%. It might be 98%. It might get to 99%, but it will never be 100%. And because of that 1% will still exist, it will need people such as us that know how to read the documents and how to do them before AI did them. And what AI will do is go in and at least make it 99% accurate. And your job is going to be go in to make sure that 99 is accurate, and that 1% that it's messing, you better know how to do it, and that's how you keep your job. That's how you keep your job. If they get robots everywhere, building robots, 99% of the work good, tighten this, tighten everything's tighten, good. Humans check it. Why? Because there's a human perspective that still needs to be seen. So this AI is not going to take over everybody's job, and people are going to be without jobs. You still got to have a human perspective. And if those AI bots ever crash, the websites ever crash, anything ever happens, the person that has to review what they have done through AI, ChatGPT, robotics, or anything of that nature is going to have to now step back in and redo the role. So don't be afraid. Don't be always listening to all these people. It's going to replace these jobs. It's going to do this. It's going to take that. This person, Elon Musk, or whoever else, or Bill Gates, or they're trying to take it. Stop listening to all that. And as a matter of fact, they're trying to make our jobs a little bit easier, I believe. It's going to be better in the long run for everyone. I mean, wouldn't it be cool right now if you knew tomorrow morning, and we're not going to be there now that close, but tomorrow morning to wake up and know that you might have a robot that could go to work for you if you were sick. That's something to think about, right? You wake up, you got a headache, you're sneezing, coughing. If your robot knows how to do it, like if it's a computer and typing and calling and talking, could your robot, if you owned one, kind of like you lease out a car, could you, you make payments to own a car through a bank? Could you do that with a robot? And could that robot then, like, maybe go to work for you while you're sick? I don't know. I think so. And if that's the case, now we've all improved. And I would definitely, like, if it came down to it, like 10 years from now, robots were available, AI-type robots were available, they could do stuff for me, maybe even work some of my hours for me throughout the week. And I could either get one of those, or I could get a new car, but I could get that robot instead and just keep my older car and just keep, oil changes up and do what's right to keep it going. I'd get the robot instead of a new car. I would. Because I don't always need a new car. People can buy new cars like they're turning on the water faucet sometimes. They lease out every vehicle every year and stuff like that. So I think this is a good episode of Let's Talk. It shows some sports stuff that we got from Book Broker once again, Evansville, Indiana. Go check them out. And thanks again to Tom, the owner, and Brian there helping me behind the card counter today. Thank you so much. And getting this awesome card here of the Mark Jackson rookie card, assuming now that I wasn't aware of. I apologize for that. Paid $13 for it. There's the Mendez brothers right there. And I told you to update a story about them. And I thought was the more unique story was the AI information there about doing homework for Gen Z. And let me know if you guys are interested in those articles. Once again, the articles for the Gen Z thing was Yahoo News. A lot of the stuff I was pulling from Google and Yahoo, so you can type in different information. And you can look at that. That was a New York Post and written by Samantha Orlander on Saturday, July 5th, 2025, 11:25 a.m. Central Standard Time. And it's a 4-minute read. Go check it out, man. This is good stuff. So, hey, I didn't have any AI do this live for me here. This was all off the top of my dome. I thought of this before I came in. I actually heard the AI story. I was like, I'm going to check into that. And so I was like, I'm going to add that to my video tonight. I like this Let's Talk. I'm not getting much of you guys saying anything, but I'm comfortable saying some stuff. And so we're going to find some new topics tomorrow. Maybe it's kind of like a show and tell. Right? It's kind of like a show. Maybe I should have called it show and tell. Dude, that would have been sweet. I still got time to change it. Maybe show and tell would be better. Show and tell with John. So show you something and tell you some stories. And then show you other things and tell you some thoughts. I don't know. Maybe we'll. Don't take it. Show and tell by John. That's mine. You heard it here. It's already out there. Someone else does it already on YouTube. But I want to do it for myself. So, all right. That's all I have. I'm glad for the individuals that did tune in. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Hit that little bell so you can keep notified next time we upload. We might be back tomorrow night. It's 9:57. It'll actually be 7:06. We did 2 uploads in 7:5. Wow. Wowzers. But we'll be back with another episode of Let's Talk or Show and Tell with John Geary. I don't know yet. Maybe that's what we're going to do. So that's all I have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Until next time, guys. Praise God. Let Jesus Christ be the light of your life. And if you worship or serve any God or any other God or you're atheist or whatever, I still love you. It doesn't matter. I love you. You're a cool person, okay? And I hope that you have a great day. And to finish out your weekend awesome and strong. Thank you so much to everybody. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.